Hey, what is going on, guys? Trent's back in video, and today we're going to check out and review the StarSleep Orin Smart Rotating Bed. So you guys can tell right now in the video that this came in two separate boxes. Now, one box is going to weigh 110 pounds, and the other box is going to weigh 220 pounds, I believe. Now, also, you guys can tell right now, this thing is well protected, tons of bubble wrap, and also it was shipped on a wood pallet as well. And I got to give a shout out to my delivery man. Whenever he showed up at the house, pretty much he's like, hey, where do you want this at? And I just told him just here in the shop, and he was very nice to put it here in my shop where I wanted it. So yeah, let's just go ahead and start opening these boxes up, people. So the way I think we're gonna do this video is, I think we're gonna just kind of fast forward through some of this stuff here. So actually, I'm gonna go ahead and open this box up at the top first, and then we'll pause it. I'll show you guys all the stuff inside, and then we'll go back and open up box number 2 here in a second. So just give me just kind of a few more seconds. We'll get this thing opened up here pretty quick and start taking things out of the box. So we're going to open up box number 2 here in a minute, but I do want to show you everything here inside this first box first. So of course, inside this box, you got the headboard, the footboard, side panels, user manual, you got some screws, of course, you got your mattress, safety belt, and more. So several things inside box number 1 for sure. Now, let's go ahead and open up box number 2. And here's box number 2. So also, we're going to just kind of fast forward to this part just to save some time. But I got to say, box number 2 is also well protected as well. So of course, this thing had all kind of straps on the outside. Of course, on the top, on the sides, at the bottom. This thing was well protected. Thankfully, no major damages, nothing messed up, nothing missing with either one of these boxes. So super happy and super impressed with that part for sure. So also, once you have the straps removed, so a couple things like on the sides you got to remove, and of course just start using your knife and start opening the top, the sides, and the bottom, and then before you know it, that box will be opened up, and then you can start taking everything out of the box. So guys, just be patient with me here for a few more seconds, for another minute or two, and we'll get everything out of the box here pretty soon. So good news, we got this out of the box, and yeah, I gotta say this thing was well protected. Once again, thankfully no damages, nothing messed up with either one of the boxes, so super impressed with that for sure. But this box does have a few things. So this box here, the big box, or also you can call this box number 2 if you want to. So this one contains the Orin bed frame, the tube protection rope, the remote control, and you're going to have 2 of those, and also the shock absorption sponge. The plastic is now removed, and you guys are going to see this thing is well protected. Of course, a lot of this is strapped down pretty tight. A little bit of styrofoam on this as well. We will remove some of those straps here in just a second. But yeah, we're going to start putting this thing together here pretty soon, guys. So I do want to give a heads up on this part right quick. So you're going to receive a user manual book, and also you're going to receive an installation book as well. So we're going to talk more about those 2 books here in just a second. So let's go ahead and talk about this installation book first. So you're going to see there in the top right corner, there is a QR code you can scan, and that QR code is going to be for a video. So if you prefer watching a video instead of reading the book, you can do that if you want to. But this book here is about 4 pages. So of course, you can open this up inside, and of course there's a back as well. But you guys are going to see this installation book. It does include pictures and a description as well. And just kind of my first look here at the installation book. It looks like everything is going to be pretty easy to install. Don't see anything confusing. So hopefully this will not be too hard to put together. So we also have this user manual book as well. So this book here is going to be around 15 pages. It may be 16 or 17, but around 15 to 20 pages, I believe. So this book here is going to kind of focus more on like warranty information. It will show you information about the remotes inside, troubleshooting information, warning information. Really just all kind of information here inside. See, this book here, very informative, lots of information inside this book as well. And let's see, so that's a total of 18 18 pages, so pretty close to 20 pages inside this book. So we're now starting the assembly process. So at first you're going to install some of these little weight plates, I guess is what I'm going to call them. So they are shaped kind of like a plate and a little bit of weight to them. The weight's not too bad, but pretty much you're going to put one of these on each corner. You're going to put the screw inside, and of course, you're also going to get those things tightened up as well. So remember, you're going to have 4 of these total, and you're going to put one on each corner and just get those things tightened up pretty good, guys. And then once you have those plates installed, then you're going to put on the feet pads. So these little feet pads just kind of give us some extra protection at the bottom. These also do peel off as well. And kind of like the same thing, you're going to put one of these on each corner as well. So these things, they do stick on there pretty good. They don't come off. So pretty impressed with those feet pads. So I do have to apologize right quick. I actually forgot to record this step, but this is going to be step, I think it's 3-3 or maybe 3-4 inside the installation book. But pretty much you're going to have these little, I guess you can call these kind of like sidebars, I guess is what you call them or how I would describe them. So pretty much you put one of these on each side of the bed, and this just kind of gives it that extra protection on each side is basically what it's doing or how I would describe it to you. So next up, we actually had to get the 13mm Allen wrench to remove all the nuts and store them just kind of on the side. We'll come back and install those later on. But you're going to see right now, there's going to be a total of 5 different places. So remember, just once again, just get that Allen wrench and remove all those nuts and everything and just kind of put them to the side right quick. We'll come back to all that here in a few minutes. Next up, we're going to connect those cords together. So this part here, pretty easy. Yellow goes to yellow, green to green, red to red, and blue to blue. And this other cord here, it's kind of loose. That is not beside the other 4. That one, red, will be connected to pink. So just kind of a heads up on that part. Next up, you're going to align the screws with the holes and insert them downward into the design holes. There are a total of 7 holes for the 2 mattresses combined. And then next up, you're going to come back and you're going to put those washers and nuts back on and just get those things tightened up. So just kind of a heads up on this part as well. So remember, once again, you're going to have a total of, I want to say 7 places you got to tighten up. And also you may want to rotate the bed as well, just to kind of make this easier for you. But yeah, just get those things tightened up and then you'll be done with this step here before you know it.
Didn't come with tools.
And next up here, we're going to install the mattress wedge section. So this is going to be kind of your small piece here, and pretty much the same thing, just a couple places you got to put your nuts and washers in. And of course, just get those things tightened up as well. At the end, of course, just make sure you put these in the design area and you'll have no problems. Next up, we installed the side panel. So you're going to have 2 of these total. You're going to put 1 on each side, and these lock in and go in pretty easy. And now the headrest here on the back is pretty much just going to slide in. So there's a place right down here at the bottom and another place just like it at the other end. So just push down, slide it in that hole, and then that will go in just right. And then pretty much just like the headrest, this end here is going to be kind of the same thing. So there's a place right down here and another place at the other end. You're going to slide that down in the hole, push down pretty hard, and then it'll go in there just right. And then look at that, guys. Everything is completed. Gotta say, it's a very nice looking bed. Now, I'm sure some of y'all want to know information on the measurements right quick, so I will add the information to the top right part of this video right quick. So, of course, if you plan on putting this inside your house or maybe put this in your shop or wherever you plan on putting this at, of course, just make sure that you measure everything first and make sure this will even fit where you plan on putting this. And also, yeah, if you do end up buying this, of course, you probably will need some help. Highly recommend having some help to help you because yeah, these 2 boxes, they're pretty heavy. One's 110 pounds and the other box is 220 pounds. All right, guys, so that is going to be it for this video, but we got some good news. More videos coming out here on this bed pretty soon. So actually, this is going to be video 1 of 2. So this video that you guys just watched is kind of focusing more on the packaging, unboxing, assembly, showing all the parts inside, showing you how to put it together. Basically, this video that you guys just watched, that is what I'm kind of focusing on for this video. But the second video that will be coming out in the future is going to focus more on all the features. And, well, for example, I'll show you how to rotate the bed. I'll show you how to lift up and lift down. We'll talk about the massage options. We'll talk about the heating options. Several things in that second video I'll cover that we did not cover in today's video. So just kind of a heads up on that. Some of y'all may be asking or maybe just kind of curious, how long did assembly take for me? And I'll say this. So, of course, some people can put stuff like this together faster than others. But I will be honest with you. So this is my first time ever putting a rotating bed together. At first, wasn't really too sure what to do, but eventually figured out what to do. When I started watching the assembly videos, when I started reading the book, I'm like, okay, this is kind of making sense now on what to do. So it still took me a while just to get everything out of the boxes and start putting everything together. It took me right there around an hour and a half. But I will say this, I mean, if you have put some of these together before in the past, or if you have put hundreds of these together before, you could probably knock it out in 30 minutes, 45 minutes. But I will say, if you're a beginner like me, if this is your first time ever putting one of these together, it will be kind of a slow process. Of course, you want to make sure you do everything right and take your time. So if it does take you over an hour, if it does take you over an hour and a half, don't be surprised, don't be shocked. Either way, assembly is going to take you a little bit of time. So just kind of be patient with that. But once it's put together, you'll be very happy it is put together. So then you can start using this pretty often. But anyway, really like the product, enjoyed it. But yeah, that is going to be it for this video. So thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. And also, if you can, just please do a like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. It would be greatly appreciated. See you guys this video. Have a good one. I'm out.